Wow, soft beds are really comfy. Who knew? I'm fairly sure you've always slept well, even in sleeping bags. Same. You lot, weren't you even a little nervous? Clearly you were nervous enough for all of us, judging by those dark circles under your eyes. I couldn't just meekly go to sleep after getting here and processing all that information. I don't think I would have been able to sleep either. That sounds more like excitement than nerves if you ask me. Well, it looks like last night's jumble of information will be sorted out in the war room. Right. We should probably start making a move over to the war room then. Right, agreed. Monica said you take the lift down from near the Praetorian Hill, right? That's the Sword's Hilt Guard. All the way there, huh? Okay then.
Okay then. Sneaking into Agnes Castle, huh?
Ooh.
Seems we won't be catching a break anytime soon.
So this person who knows where the true queens are... who was it again?
You're looking for Ghondor.
Ah, that's right. So then, we've just got to find this Ghondor, break him out of the prison camp and get the spark out of there.
Luckily, they don't kill us immediately after we've been captured. We're held beneath the castle, in a detention facility.
To perform forced labor?
There's that as well. But mostly, it's to set an example.
Example?
On the day of an eclipse, once a year, they hold a mass execution of prisoners at Hope's Rest,
Holy
a hill
crap.
on the castle's south edge. The whole event gets projected, high into the sky.
Holy crap.
Oh no. So that's what you meant.
It's to show us we're powerless.
And the place they do this is Hope's Rest. What kind of sick joke is that?
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
The next eclipse falls about a month from now. So that's our deadline for what we've got to do. Contact the prisoner and get the intel on the queens.
A month.
Mio.
Well, no two ways about it. We better get started now.
Yeah, and we better hurry. We can't waste a single day.
Let's say we make it in without a hitch. Won't the you-know-what give us away?
Uni, I don't think we do know.
The red glowing Mobius eye thing.
Oh,
Bad.
Those eye patches I gave you? There's a special alloy embedded in them. Long as you got that, you'll be near invisible. Slip clean under their noses.
Oh.
And after we've got the info, how do we get out?
You've put the Kavesi Annihilator out of commission. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Even if we get out, what about your lot?
You don't need to worry about them. They knew the risk.
That doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how we do things.
But still,
I'll tell you too. Be prepared to make sacrifices.
Ooh, I don't like that.
All right. However, only as our absolute last resort. Is that fair?
That's awfully kind of you. The kind doesn't win wars. There's a Nopon called Samon in engineering. He'll be able to find you a way into the castle. Get the details from him.
Mr. Samon's engineering department. Go down the lift near Dulgan Cliff and you'll find it in no time. It's the big lift you took to get up here. You know the one. Right. Well, that's it. Ciao. Hello, are you Italian? Oh, what? You're not going to show us the way? There's a strategy meeting we have to be at, discussing what to do after the infiltration. Oh, you're infiltrating the prison too? Well, it was originally our plan. I see. Looking forward to working with you then. Yeah, sorry, not gonna be all buddy-buddy with you. Wow, what curled up his arse? Look at it from their perspective. We essentially took the Ouroboros powers that were originally intended for them. But what does that have to do with any of this? Let's just play our part for now. We should head to engineering. So at this point, I'm gonna not be doing any of the other side quests for now. I'm just gonna be working specifically on, well, obviously this is a side quest, but I have to do it to do the main quest. I'm gonna be working only on the main quest for now, and then I'll come back and do side quests later, because I did take a pretty big break to do those before. Excuse me, are you salmon? It keeps sounding like I'm saying the fish. Most indeed. Our friend's famed Ouroboros? Look at his little mustache! I hear everything from Monica. We'll lend spare ship to friends, no worry. Thank you very much for this. She good ship. Boundary the name. Friends feel free to use. Whoa, nice piece of kit this. I've never seen a real ship before except in the textbooks. If friends feeling gratitude can show respect by adding Mr. to start of name. Mr. Salmon. Sorry to cut the pleasantry short, but could you tell us more about the infiltration plan? At least ask about boat first, meh. Fine. Salmon explained, so listen up. Surroundings of Agnes Castle under exceptionally strict guard. Nothing to unexpect. Even with most state-of-the-art cloaking device, approach by Levness greeted with shooting and shouting and short, sharp landing. That why we plan approach en route that go around Erythia Sea. Erythia Sea, as in Arid Sea? From the sea, huh? Wait, if they discover us in the drink, then aren't we royally snuffed? Erythia Sea shrouded in black fog. If used ship to glide along on surface of sea will not show up on radar scan from above. Right, good thinking. Before proceed to explain nitty-gritty, we must make ship shape. Friends have to help also. It not run as is? There not enough fuel for runnage of Boundary. Ah, so that's the problem. Sounds like you need some good old-fashioned physical labor. Sign me up. Salmon happy to see friends so enthusiastic. Could never hope to carry 300 ether cylinder by own self, so things were looking choppy. 300? Do we really need that many? Friends must remember, once depart on ship, they're nowhere to top off before land of destination. That does make sense. Sure, but where the spark are we gonna find that many cylinders? Not here, that for sure. We pour all fuel we had into making prototype. In other words, we have to figure out the whole supply chain from nothing? His face. Perish the thought, friend. Salmon never expect friends could provide alone. Only need to assist associate of Salmon. Would like friends to go see Timna and explain situation. And that person can get us the cylinders. Assuredly, Timna come from one of 6 mighty houses. Should be no big deal to part with 100 ether cylinder or even 1,000. What are these 6 houses? Very fancy houses and holding a very important people. Alright, we got it. Where can we find this Timna? In Kylum residential quarter of city. Great, let's go then. Oh, 6 high houses. She must be a direct descendant? Well, wait, they all are, though. Miss Timna, we've come on an errand for Salmon. Oh, really? And what might he need? Well, he's found himself quite urgently needing a large quantity of fuel, so... I don't need the preambles, Duck. This is Salmon we're talking about. I'm sure he's got a whole lot of guff to tell me. Well, I wouldn't quite... It's quite alright. What's he after? Tell me plainly. 300 ether cylinders. Planning something big again, isn't he? Not to worry, I'll have them prepared. Or, well, I'd love to do that for you, but lately the conservative lot have been buzzing around. Such pain. The truth is, we haven't been able to secure a surplus for ourselves either. The conserva what now? They're the people who don't welcome war, perhaps. It seems you know enough to recognize not all of this great city's people think the same way. Some are happy to remain spectators in the conflict taking place outside our door, not fight Mobius, maintain the status quo. They want nothing more than to seal the city's hatches, build up our defenses. Lots of conservative people like that here. But do pardon an old woman for that tangent. We were talking about ether cylinders. Their lot has been stockpiling more than they need, all just to cock a snook. What? Cock a snook at us. You should get what you need from them. Huh? Didn't you just say they didn't like each other? You didn't like each other? That doesn't mean there aren't any sensible people on that side, too. I see. So even your separate factions are comprised of varying types, then. Well, maybe we should pay a visit to one of these sensible people, then. Please do. Speak to Miori. She's the person in charge of the material storage warehouse. If you tell her that the Nopon's needs are many, the conversation should go smoothly. The Nopon's needs are many. The material storage warehouse is outside the city. Mind how you go. Understood. Thanks for your help. Hey, are you Miori? What? Ms. Timna sent us. We're trying to get some ether cylinders. Timna did. Well, is that all? She didn't give you a message or something? Huh? A message? Come on, y'all. We just don't think I remember anything like that. Right, no deal then. You can leave now. What? Look, this isn't what we were told. I'm a busy gal, okay? Beat it. Why is nobody remembering this? Hey, wait. Suggest to abandon hope. She give coldest shoulder. Oh, right. She said to mention that the Nopon needs his money. His money? You were close. Is that really what she said? To the word, to the letter. Are you sure? Huh? Oh, was it needs are many instead? Yes, now I get it. I'll get them ready for you. Really? Thanks so much. Good job, Senna. Great success. I see, so that's what she meant by the conversation going smoothly. Huh? It mean this person big Nopon fan. Only reasonable, really. So, how many did you need? 300 ether cylinders. Is that manageable? I'll check. Hold tight. Also, don't let anyone near the storage. Sure thing. I like how she just trusts us to do that. Don't let anyone near. Like anyone bother coming out here with a rock-solid reason. It sounded like the faction she belongs to doesn't want any involvement with us. I imagine she doesn't want to be suspected of helping Ouroboros. Well then, should we give her a hand? The faster it's done, the sooner we can be out of her hair. I don't think it's a good idea to go inside. So I'm gonna say no. She said not to let anyone near. I would assume that includes us. Yeah, let's keep watch like we were told. Huh? Something up, Mimi? I just heard something. It's coming this way. Oh, hey! Burbs. Whoa, check them out. Why are they so big? Let's take them out before things get messy. I heard a ruckus out here. Anything I need to worry about? Not even slightly. Nobody's here. Right. I've prepared the ether cylinders. Take them and go. Thanks.
Job well done.
Thanks.
Salmon pull all-nighter to install. Expect to be shipshape by tomorrow morning.
That soon?
Salmon never flounder. Always get job done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you not necessary. Salmon is fixer-upperer by trade.
What's that?
Ah, this is ultimate vessel.
Ultimate vessel?
That right. Even vortexing raging great sea not slow advance. It'd go down in history as queen of boats. Still work in progress, but sure to bring to fruition someday. It's someone's dream.
Wow.
There, all done.
Wow! Amazing!
Okay, I'll back to the next one. I even brought the materials and stuff. Make me something mega cool, yeah? Sure.
What kind of blade do you want? Sword? Gun?
Fists.
Okie dokie.
Hey. If we didn't have to fight each other, you think that could have been Yoren?
Aw.
Yoren, did you ditch training again just to work on this stuff?
Did not. I'm not skiving. I just had a bad headache. I gave notice too.
Excuse me? No one did that for you, right?
Yeah, I'm used to doing it.
Okay, it's done.
Hold on. Is that...
Who's that?
Aww.
Lance?
This one's Uni, and this is Noah.
Hey! That looks just like me. Good job, matey.
Huh?
I love it, Yoren.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't have your talent. All we can do is slash and shoot each other. But you create things.
Hey, so who's this? We know someone like that?
Oh.
Looks like a real tough fella.
That's... it's me.
Wait a minute.
What?
Why does he look
This
like
is
Jay?
It looks nothing like you.
Like, literally, it looks like Jay.
Yeah, but, like... That's what I want to end up like,
With
someday.
the little evil eyebrow and everything.
Silly, huh?
It's not silly. I believe in you. I've seen exactly what you can do.
You think he's got what it takes? You're talking out your bum.
No, I'm not. He can do it. Right, Yoren?
I'll try then. I'll try really hard.
He looked up to me, man. Smiling.
Sometimes it's hard to judge, huh? What we're supposed to be protecting. It all gets a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Even so, his smile was the real thing. We should cherish that. Next time we'll think twice about who really needs punching.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Fist bump.
So you saw it.
Huh?
Your husk. Your own lifeless husk. You've come across it.
I'm glad somebody finally realized
How
this.
did you...
Your eyes. You looked like you were gazing into your own past.
That's crazy. Live long enough and you learn how to figure out stuff like that.
Oh, it hasn't been as long as you think. But folk do tell me I'm pretty sharp.
No. How come you don't wake these guys up? Can you use the help? Or is it because they'd just be Mobius fodder?
They can't be fodder. If we wake them up here, they'll be freed from the shackles of the flame clock.
Oh.
So why then?
Because this is our fight. We don't know how long it'll take.
They don't want to make
and their
them
lives
fight.
Are short.
So you don't want to get them mixed up in everything?
That's one reason.
And the other?
People need to learn who they really are. What they have to leave behind for posterity. I want them to wake up in a world that affords them that chance.
How do we discover who we really are?
Isn't that the question?
Back from the husk.
Yeah.
You won't find yourself there.
Huh?
You've got to look to the present and the future only. The one in the past, it isn't you. You didn't make that, and it's not yours.
Make that?
But look to the future, and you can build yourself up however you like. You can become whoever you want to be.
I can?
You've got the power to do so. Be true to yourself.
Thank you. That's...
Well, that's what my dad always said.
Your dad?
But it goes for you, too.
True to myself. We'll see.
I like how she's becoming their big sister. Like to show them around this crazy new world that they've stumbled upon.
Really? Did you seriously just burn your tongue again?
You saw that.
Well, your soup is one of the highlights of my day.
Really? Whoa, thanks. I'm flattered.
It was just the truth.
Want some? To taste test?
For real. Good thing I got off early. You enjoy cooking?
Oh, it's been drilled into me. It's a ritual now. Can't really start the day without making a pot.
I get you. 2 months, huh? Since that battle.
Yeah.
You're tough. No joke.
Eh?
We heard from uni that you're just like us.
Oh, that part.
I've been plodding along, playing it all cool. But when we saw him again, I thought, nah, snuff all of this.
I'm scared too. Just so you know. Since Monica told us the whole truth, I've hoped... No. I'm sure I'll see Miyabi again. I'm so sure of it.
Hard, wasn't it? Hearing that.
Yeah. But it sure beats ignorance.
That's what Noah thinks too. You're hard as nails.
What we don't know might as well not exist. It's an obvious way to think, but it isn't right. Closing my eyes doesn't mean evil disappears.
And so, you go on?
Yeah, I'll keep going. While my flame still flickers to the bitter end. With all of you.
You said it.
Did we hear from Monica? Yeah, the ship's ready. Mr. Salmon must have pulled an all-nighter. It's all going to kick off soon. Our preparations should also be complete. Let's rendezvous with Mr. Salmon at the port. Let's. I've been waiting for you. Ship is steady ready. Okay, I'm counting on you to bust out and bring back Ghondor. I keep hearing Ghondor and thinking like, you know, Kingdom of the Humans and Lord of the Rings. Not the same thing. You're counting on us. Count on yourself. You're coming too, aren't you? This isn't the Lost Numbers' only job right now, you know. Jansen, you're in charge of the infiltration. Understood. Try not to drag us down, Ouroboros. Worry about yourself. Salmon, tell us the route. Meh. Mehem. As said before, you cross along Erytheus Sea on good ship boundary, then go to prison direct underneath castle. Ah, good. Right through the fog. But here is detail of importance. Even if all get there without bumps and bruises, island is surrounded by tall cliff on all sides. Boundary only run over water. After that, friends will need to proceed under own strength. So we just have to do our best to climb up the cliffs without getting rumbled. If we can climb up them just by doing our best, then that's great, but first, it can't be done. If the prison's in Agnes Castle, then it's going to be more heavily guarded than any old colony. Right on the money. Before you head for the prison, rendezvous with a soldier hiding on nearby Vinisag home. Her name's Kisame. She's the only soldier who managed to escape from Hope's Rest. If we learn about how she managed to escape, we can use that information in our infiltration, is that right? Vinisag home is on the way anyway, so rather than fiddle with janky comms, I thought it'd be best to go there and chat. Yeah, makes sense. That's all I've got to say. Get everything ready for departure. Okay. Alrighty doodles. Goodness of luck to friends. Wait, are you not piloting us, Mr. Salmon? Salmon is tired after a long night of work. Please do not overwork poor Salmon. So who's our pilot then? Pilot is inside you all along. Salmon can send information of direction to any iris, so anyone who wants a pilot can fulfill dream. But however, if break boundary is punishable by mega spankings? Okay. Yeah, we get it. Fine. Riku will volunteer for pilot. Is that okay? Is easier than working Levnus. Riku is our mechanic back in the colony. He's good with stuff like this. I trust him to lead us, right? Sure, it'll be fine. We'll do our best. This Ghondor person in prison is our key to finding the whereabouts of the true queens. We have to pull this off. There's nobody here? Puzzles. This is definitely the rendezvous point. You guys take a load off. I'll take a look around. Sure thing.
It's gorgeous. I can hardly believe my eyes. Is this real?
We don't wage many battles at sea, so makes sense the seas would be relatively untouched.
Aha.
When people do die at sea, it's usually due to their Phoronis sinking. They drown. It's hard to draw out their life with a blade. Putting it that way, I guess it's kinda obvious, huh?
A little ironic that that's why it still looks so pristine.
The other half of my reason.
Oh, are we talking about that now?
About why I'm here, yes. Right? I told you there was a second half. It's you, Mia.
Aww.
Me? What do you...
You want to leave an impression on all of us and the world, don't you? I can only hazard a guess at what you'd want it to be. And even then, I'm not confident I'd guess right. But let me just say this. You've only got a little over a month left. We can't change that fact. It doesn't give you much time to leave your mark. If there were anything I could do to give you time, if it were in my power, I would.
Aww.
Not just me. Senna too. And Noah. We all think that way. Mio?
Sparks. You're making me tear up here, man.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't my intention.
No, thank you. Nimue doing.
Huh?
You were even being nice to Uni. Stuff like that.
Oh. Oh, really? I'd never even thought about it.
Let's give thanks if we ever see one of those trees of hers.
A Sophronia? Right. I think that's a great idea.
But there's got to be something they can do, right? I thought I thought that the lost numbers could do something about it. Everyone's here. Good. Is this the person that made it out of the prison camp then? Kisame. Right. Sorry to rush you, but can you tell us about the camp? I can. Let's see now. Inside the camp, every prisoner is tracked using identification devices. You need those devices to move around the grounds. But if you go anywhere you're not supposed to, they'll trip the alarm and the guards will come running. So you can't go anywhere without them, but they stop you from escaping, crafty so-and-sos. So how did you manage to escape? I'll be honest, most of it was sheer luck. I was working by the western gate when I happened to notice that there were fewer guards than normal. I asked my mates to help, and we got me out, alone. In other words, it wouldn't be feasible for us to infiltrate by the same route you used to leave. I imagine it wouldn't, no. In that case, why not drop the sneaky stuff and just get caught on purpose? If the guards figure out you're Ouroboros, the plan's gonna fall to pieces. They'll just kill you outright, then and there. At least until you can get information out of Ghondor on the inside. You can't let the Angians know that you're Ouroboros. Right, so we're saying stealth's the only way to get everyone out safely, Ghondor included. Since you've mentioned Ghondor, we used to gather in the central cell block for morning assembly, so it should be easy to make contact provided you can get in. Good info, thanks. I suppose we'll need more data points on the prison if we're going to figure out a way on infiltrating it. I figured you might say that, so I got busy while I waited here, observing Angian troops. Seems to me you might have more luck getting information from them, seeing as how I only saw one part of the prison. Can you see that island to the northwest? That's Corn Island. I saw the Angian transport Belena headed that way. It's most likely a Levnus from the castle, so if you can access a terminal or something, you might be able to learn a thing or two. And then there's Thurbin Island to the northeast. It has the Arithia relay base on it, permanent garrison and all, so you won't have trouble finding information there. It sounds like we'll have to accept a certain level of risk since there is no other way. We just want the info, right? We can slip in and out without getting caught, quick as you like. Yes, I would like that, but how likely does it sound? More data on the prison is important, sure, but it won't mean much if we don't figure out how to circumvent the ID devices. Here, you can use this. This is the device they put on me. And these. These are the ones from my friends who died in the camp. Should be enough for all of you, and then some. Thanks, we appreciate it. Jansen? About those ID devices, mind letting me have a crack? I think I can pull the warning systems out of them. And since you need a few, I'd like to borrow Nisek. Understood. Thank you. So with the devices in Krytos' hands, we'll see what we can find on Corn Island and Thurbin Island. Okay, now, how do we get closer to the Belena? Well, we get noticed, apparently. Queen's ruffles. We got found. Wipe them out. No more enemies. Good. Let's check inside the ship. I think some of us should stand guard outside. Alright, I'll be the lookout. Me too.
So, Ouroboros does training as well, huh?
You're...
Shania. Shania Reed. About your rescue mission. Ghondor and I are friends from the crib.
I don't know that word, crib. Does it mean you've known each other for a while?
I guess you don't use that expression, huh? Why even use words? Feels like we're just talking at cross purposes.
Sorry about that.
Know what? Forget it. Well, gonna answer my question?
You mean about training?
Yeah?
That's the thing. Mimi and the others are doing their best. I need to as well. Anything to help me get an edge. So...
Ah. Mimi, is it? That's what you call her? The one with the long ears?
Yeah. We've always been in the same colony.
You're friends?
That might be saying a lot. She's kind of like my role model. She's strong, kind,
mega dependable.
I would think that you're friends.
You're Senna, right?
Huh? Oh, it's... You are...
I'm Mio, third term. We haven't met before, have we?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your name totally slipped my mind. But I don't think we've talked before.
You know, I was just looking for a training partner.
For the trial?
I like to think I'm pretty quick on my feet, but I'm not really strong enough. Our captain said you would make a good addition, and that you're super strong.
He's exaggerating. I'm totally average, totally.
Wanna try? Teaming up?
With you? You sure? I'm a nobody.
Oh, Senna.
Sure, I'm sure. I'm literally asking you right now. It's your choice.
Well, if you really don't mind, sure.
Really? Golden? We're a team then.
Thank you.
Role model.
She's the one who's kept me going. I wouldn't be here otherwise. And after meeting you guys, now I understand what life's really all about. A part of nature's cycle. I'd never even thought about it before, but it's pretty amazing, huh?
How is it natural?
Huh?
Why should we swing our blades around without a hope of winning? Better to die and be born again.
Oh,
inside
she
their
wants
cycle.
to be part of this?
Just pulling your leg. Caught you off guard?
Well, yeah, you kinda did. How'd you expect me to react to that?
What the hell's going on?
Do you always work so hard for approval? That fun?
Huh? You can tell?
That's right. Because we're just the same.
Okay, she's weird. I don't know what I feel about how I feel about her. Yeah, that's right. She was the one that came and got his badge or eye patch.
Come on now. Be true to yourself.
What the hell? That's Mobius. Okay, don't trust her at all.
Hey, Mimi?
What's up? Speak to me.
It's, lovely weather we're having.
Senna?
I don't know, I'd say lovely. Bit overcast.
Oh, you're right. Silly clouds. Guess I had my head in them.
Huh? What was that about?
I really don't know. But I think what's-her-face is getting to her. So what's our loot from the Balena looking like? A survey sketch of the Agnes Castle Barbican? Now we're talking. And yeah, it doesn't enable us to build a plan on its own. If possible, I'd like us to gather further intelligence before acting. Always with the caution. This bloke. This time around, we'll need as much caution as we can muster, Uni. We might be able to find more information at the Arithia relay base at on Turbine Island. That's right. Let's follow all the leads we have. Huh, not bad. Not bad at all. I've sent the data to your irises. Give it a look over for me. What's this? A map of the prison camp? We've got a good deal of info now. Let's go back to Kisame on Vinisog Holm. Okay, tell me what you know. Let me send you what Tyan and I got from analyzing the maps. First, about infiltrating the island itself, it appears that there are natural caverns directly underneath Agnes Castle. If we break through one of the walls, then climb the cliffs, we can avoid most of the guards' attention. There should be even less chance of us getting caught if we do it under the cover of darkness. I seem to remember a little inlet near Hick's Cove. It could be a good place to wait for nightfall. Once we've ascended the cliffside, we can approach the camp from the back. Notice the air vents? I expect one of those is our way in. That's quite a drop. Indeed, they won't be any use for exfiltration. Those IDs are certainly going to be a help. Well, if they're not, and you're spotted, you'll all be rounded up in seconds. So, assuming we get into the prison, how exactly are we supposed to blend in? See how the vents also connect to the central cell block? It should be easy for you to mingle when the prisoners are all in one place for morning assembly. After that, you can move about in the open, call them as you like. As long as you've got an ID device, they won't suspect a thing. Once you're inside, you should make contact with the Ghondor as soon as possible. I've prepared a few possible plans of action for when you're ready to leave the camp. You'll need to change plans as the situation demands. Everyone needs to play their part. If you can get out quietly, head to Petulia Bay, where you'll rendezvous with Kisame. But top priority is breaking out Ghondor. Blast the western gate off if you must. Well, it seems like we've got our plan in place. Riku, roger that. When preparation's ready, we take Boundary to Hick's Cove.